Hey, Josh Hunter. I'm here on the planet Earth, and yeah, that's a good idea. I'm here on the planet Earth, and I wanted to. All right, I haven't done a lot of studying on this, but as you know, the Mayans had a calendar back in that they designed, and well, all right, I would just watch this SNL sketch, and I'm sure this has probably been gone over. I'm not like on the internet forums, so I don't necessarily know about the things that have been discussed, to their completion or whatever. But I think anyway. So the skit was about the calendar, and they said, oh, it only got up to 2012, and everyone always translates that as, oh, 2012 is the end of like the calendar, or it translates in the end of the world. Okay, like I said, I haven't even studied even a little bit, and so this is just a guess, I suppose. But maybe they meant like it's like a giant clock, like that's the end of this world. So it's like 12, like how 12 marks the end, and then it just repeats, is what I think. Instead of thinking of it like a calendar, just think of it like a clock, and it goes through all those things and it just goes over it again. So 2012 would be like year zero, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't studied this even a little bit. I just got the idea and I thought, man, I'll probably forget this. I mean, I don't have time to be dealing with this type of stuff. Like, if that turns out to be the case, like, it's literally, there was a mistranslation, and it's not like the world ends. It's like that's just the, you know, that's the end of the cycle. That's how you mark the beginning and the end of that particular cycle. So the whole thing is like it's like a cycle that just repeats. But this would be something that I'd like to study, but I don't know if I. It seems like that could be like a giant red herring, like just like, hey, look at this. Like, they know what kind of minds would be just so drawn to that, and like, oh, and then they start planning out their whole reality as if this clock were accurate. Like, it's some big time bait for a very specific type of person, like big time bait. Like, just like, oh, look at this interesting calendar that we made, and it stretches out to these many years, and it's so accurate. And then, like, I would never trust anything like that. I don't care how fucking accurate they say it is. Alright, so I don't know if my ability to perceive how absurd I am at this moment is slightly modified, I think. Not modified, not the word. Anyway, I don't know if this is like people. Like I said, I don't know if this has already been like hashed over. It's like, oh, Josh, we already talked about that. We already talked about the calendar not being like, that 2012 was not the end. It was just like, all right, now we start over from the beginning, which is still an end. But maybe that's been discussed. Or I was just saying that's been. Yeah. Let me please remind people that I I sometimes have I think very quickly, or in my mind I seem to anyway. And sometimes in order to speed along the process, I have to answer my own answer my own questions. Oh, I know what I want to try out. Okay, all right. So anyway, the whole reason why, because normally I wait until I'm inspired to make a video, or if something. No, I don't have anything in mind. I'm out here all day. But I was thinking, there's this thing I want to try, because I don't have like an ending thing, like how you do. I mean, I just say like, thanks for watching, and I'm like, I should have like an outro. No, not an outro. No, I don't want to do all that. I just want to have like a thing that I say at the end, because I can't. There's a limit to how much effort I'm allowed to put into this. Like, I can't. Anyway, so I wanted to try this out, but it'd been like a day or 2 days. I don't know. In like 2 days, I'm thinking, I don't want to forget this either. I don't want to forget like that I said this, and then I thought it would be like a good way to signal the end of a video. All right. But I thought I'd have like, I mean, I don't needlessly post. I mean, to me anyway, the things that I feel I need to remember. But if I'm remembering things pretty well, then there's not much of an issue. All right. I guess I'll just end the video then. All right. All right. Okay. So here's the ending. Here's the. Son of a bitch. All right. Here's the. I want to see like what happens, and maybe this is the problem. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Like maybe this is like too proud, arrogance, narcissism. Like maybe I'm like completely oblivious to how like incorrect a thing this is to say. Like I might be like inviting some entirely new and unusual experience for which I'm completely unprepared. Is this a risk? Is this a gamble? I don't have to say this. But what? Because I want to try it, and I haven't been necessarily inspired to. Is this like excessive behavior? Am I being excessive? I wonder. It's possible. Well, what's the risk? That's exactly the point. When it's a completely new thing, you would never know what the risk was or is. Alright. I'll try it anyway. So I'm pretty great. I'm pretty grateful for everything that I do have. So I mean, I'm not like not like dissatisfied or anything. So I don't want to lose anything needlessly. But I mean, it's usually everything has a cost or whatever. But I'm not quite sure what the effect of these words are. Usually I haven't. But this seems like so bold a thing to say. I don't know if I'm draining this of all its comedic value, but if I start saying it like constantly at the end of every video, then maybe like, this would be like something like really funny later on. like that I recorded it like this. I think this might be like very funny. I can't tell. I mean, it seems like it's like very funny that I would be like saying this, but I can't tell if it's like. All right, here we go. About to end the video. Gonna end the video right now. Okay. I'm son of a bitch. All right. I'm 33 years old, and I have never made a mistake. I don't know how I feel about that. Man, I don't like it. It's not like fun. 33 years old and I've never made a mistake. Oh, okay. So as I got older, then it'd be like an aging thing, So at the end, so then it would. I mean, it's like another clock, another type of clock. Wonder. Josh Hunter clock. Maybe I should become like a clock designer. It's very interesting. All right, hang on. Let's hear. I'm 33 years old, and I've never made a mistake. Hey, see? That's nice, right? I'm 33 years old, and I've never made a mistake. How many people say that? You ever think about something like, how many people who say to themselves, "Oh, I have never made a mistake." Damn it. Alright. God damn it. As long as I haven't been throwing stones, I think I'll be alright. I am not aware. Oh shit! But I did throw stones once. Actually, let me tell you about this. One time, like, I was in a very like imaginative state, and I thought, on the off. Like I said, my whole theme is to like bribe, but like to be successful, just make sure you bribe as many people as you can at the right time. Where it's not like a moral deficit, where it's not like a moral debit, so to speak. Um, but so I was thinking like, all right, man, things are getting pretty wild. Now this is probably back in like 2011, maybe 2012, and I thought things are getting pretty wild. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna be like to guarantee housing anymore. So I thought, let me bribe, because I thought maybe, hey, there might be like a. I've seen a lot of movies, so I thought like, oh, maybe there's a. I thought like maybe. Okay, no, I have to do this. I thought like maybe like there were like. I don't know, there might be like a ship down, like a working like ship like down like in the bottom of the ocean or something, I thought, like, if there happened to be people living there, and then at some point we were gonna be like, dealing with them, like the people living in the ocean. I thought, you know what, I better start fucking paying. I mean, 'cause God only knows what will happen. So I used to have like a very large supply of quartz crystals, clear quartz crystals, and amethyst, specifically from Jim Coleman Mines in Arkansas. I don't remember the city. I think it might be Hot Springs. I'm not sure. Anyway, so what I would do is I'd get like a whole ton of these, because I thought I better start like bribing these people. Like, if there's a civilization down there, I'd just like toss them into the ocean. Just like, I don't know, send out like, hey, here's some money. I don't know what's going on. It's good, just in case. You never know. Like, that's all I could do is like, here's some money. So, why would I bring this up? Oh, because people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Okay, so I thought to myself, have I ever thrown a stone? And I couldn't think if I ever. Oh yeah, I did. I did throw stone. So does that mean, like, could I interpret that as like, oh, I guess I can't. Can I say that I've never made a mistake? Because what's the other half of the phrase? People who point fingers or something, or people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Okay, meaning when you cast judgment. It's like when you that's I think that's what that means. Do I live in a glass house? These are important questions. Son of a bitch. I have no idea what's going on. Or, I mean, I do. I mean, technically, you have no idea how advanced my calculations are. But, alright. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm 33 years old, and it's too cheesy. It's too cheesy. I can't. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Why would I say that then? I don't know. I think I want to seem more cheesier than I am. Is that it? Imagine every video hang on. I never thought about this. This can't be. All right, this is like maybe the 5th time I've ever even thought about this. Like, the idea of even having like an ending saying, like a catchphrase. Like, I mean, the only catchphrase so, the only catchphrase that I've imagined or that I've spoken about on this channel is like, if I had like my own homeless TV show. I mean, I guess that's what this is anyway. Well, it's not a television show. I mean, my tagline, my catchphrase would be like, if I had a house. And then the audience would like applaud, like, oh, if I had a house, that's like, because that's what that's because that would obviously be a homeless person's tagline if they were like a character in some television show. If I had a house, but he's still like no, still part of the show. But but he's just like, oh, if I had a house, and everyone laughs because like he's like, you're never gonna get a fucking house. that's like that's the show. Like, it's one of the other running gags. In the show, that's one of the running gags. It's like, oh, if I had a house, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, you never fucking get a house. God. Alright, I think this is like extreme. I can't say. Alright, anyway. So, I made no, I'm not gonna pretend. Nah, that's right. I'm 33 years old, and I've never made a mistake. Yeah, that's right.